Hi, my name is Daniel Amano. I am a fitness specialist at Moore Park College, and today I'm going to be reviewing how to do a backloaded squat, a very functional and commonly done exercise. So the primary muscle groups that the backloaded squat is going to be working are the quadriceps, which are the four muscles found on the anterior aspect of the thigh. Synergists that are being worked are the gluteus maximus, the adductor magnus, which is found on the medial aspect of the thigh, hamstrings behind the thigh, the posterior aspect of the thigh, gastrocnemius, which is the calf muscles. They're also being used as synergists. And then your core muscles as well, which are the rectus abdominis, the obliques, as well as the erector spinae to maintain stabilization while going through the squat. Okay, so we're going to start out by reviewing the proper stance and setup to do a backloaded squat. So first we're going to take a look at the feet. So the feet should be shoulder width apart and toes should be pointing forward. So now we're going to take a look at the upper body, the actual loading of the bar. The bar is going to be loaded, it's a backloaded squat, so it's loaded on behind your head, and it's going to be loaded on your trapezius. You do not want it to be loaded on your neck or your spine at any points. This is obviously very bad and can result in a bad injury. So it's loaded on the muscle actually, so you kind of want to be flexing your trapezius so that the bar has a place to rest. And there should be no weight on your arms. It should be all resting on the back of your neck, on your traps. So no weight on your arms. They're just there to guide the bar so that it doesn't fall off the back of you. So now that we've taken a look at the muscle groups being engaged as well as the setup and the stance, we're going to first take a look at some good examples of squats.
The starting motion of the squat, the hips are going to drop back, activating the erector spinae, bringing that butt out, and from there you're going to be descending into the actual squat by bending your knees. At the peak of the squat, your knees should create a 90-degree angle. So then you're going to extend your knees, drive your hips back through to the original starting position. So let's take a look at another squat. So notice how when we come down at the peak of the squat, the angle of the shins and the back are actually running parallel at that same angle. And as mentioned before, the knees creating that nice 90-degree angle, no more or no less. And from there, we're just going to drive back through, bring the hips through to the starting position. So now we're going to take a look at the squat from a front anterior angle. Notice how the knees go straight forward out. We have a nice neutral neck. And then we're going to drive the hips back through. And then descend. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up.
And now we're going to take a look at some bad examples of squats.
So here's a bad example. We see an excessive lean forward here right from the get-go, bending at the waist, and we pause at the bottom. We can see that the back and the shins are no longer running parallel. And here's another example where the knees have drastically come over the top of the toes, as we can see. This just creates a whole lot of pressure on the knees as opposed to the muscle groups. So now let's take a look at some mistakes we see from the front. Here we see the knees buckling inward, and now this is usually due to tightness of the adductors. And now here we're going to see an asymmetrical weight shift, just a weight shift favoring one side, usually your stronger side, obviously. And then we're going to take a look at the same thing except on the other side.
So today I've taught you the proper and improper forms of the backloaded squat. I've taught you the muscle groups engaged. We've taken a look at some bad examples as well as some good examples. I'm Daniel Amano of Moore Park College Fitness Specialist Program. Keep working hard and making gains.